going to walk you through Tony Robbins' secret sales funnel that he used back in the day and continues to use today to grow his business to the millions of dollars it does every single month. And listen, you cannot talk about the coaching industry without talking the big name of Tony Robbins. And he didn't get there just by luck, by stumble upon things and just doing things randomly. There's a system to it. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly the same thing that he was doing so that you can do it and replicate it, because you can see that it actually works. Because let me tell you, you as a coach, you as a business owner, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. There's people that already have a successful business model, they already have a successful sales funnel, and you just need to kind of replicate that model to fit to your business. And let me tell you, it's not only Tony Robbins that uses his own funnel. A lot of the people that maybe you admire and the gurus that you follow, they use the same type of strategy, the same type of sales funnel to get to the clients and to get to the numbers they do every single month. And let me tell you, in these uncertain times, a lot of businesses are struggling with stability and also growth. So what you want to make sure that you replicate something that actually has a proven track record. They can just model and put in your business so that you're able to get clients, get leads coming in, to make sure that your business is consistent and also predictable. Now, don't think about, oh my God, I'm not Tony Robbins, I'm not any of these big gurus. You don't need to be them, right? Don't think about, for example, okay, Tony Robbins is doing $100 million per month and I'm here trying to make 5K. That does not matter. Like, I'm going to walk you through the process that he uses, but then I'm going to show you how you can translate it into your 10K per month or your 5K per month business. It's still the same process. We just need to make sure that we model according to your process as well. Because let me tell you, I was in the same situation that you are. I was doing random things. I was just throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping that something would stick. And most of the times nothing would stick until I implemented a strategy, until I looked closely at what the big guys were doing. And I'm like, okay, they're doing this. How can I kind of change it to kind of fit into my own business? And when I did that, girl, things started changing. So, okay, so enough rambling. Let me go into and sharing exactly what is his funnel and exactly how you can replicate this in your business so you can see more success. So Tony Robbins' funnel actually has 4 different stages, but I'm going to start with stage number 3 because that's exactly where we start to build the rest of the stages around it. The first thing we need to know is that he has what we call a core product, or I like to call it your signature offer, one thing that you sell. In his case is the Unleash the Power Within conference. Maybe you've heard about it, maybe you've even been in it. But anyway, it's this one thing, one offer that he does live. Sometimes he sells the recordings. There's this one thing that he does. And his signature offer, his core offer, the Unleash the Power Within offer, that is a high ticket offer. Basically because it sells for anywhere from $1,000 to up to $22,000. So it's your core offer, it's his core offer, and it's a signature offer that he has. Everything else is built around that. So what does that mean for you? You need to work on your core offer, on your signature offer. One of the biggest mistakes that I see coaches do online is they build a whole menu of offers. They have one-on-one, one-off sessions, they have group sessions, they have courses, then they have retreats, then they have different paid workshops, then they have VIP days. There's so many different offers, so many different things that people can buy, and then the person that's trying to buy something from you, they're like really confused. Okay, which thing should be my thing? Should have one offer, one main high ticket offer, and that's the core offer, and you build everything around it. So Tony Robbins has a core offer, and that's the Unleash the Power Within conference. That's his thing. So we started with 3. Let's go to 1. What's the first thing that he needs to make sure that he does to funnel people through that offer? So as you can see in the diagram, if you start with the lead magnets, and if you look down, it's $0, right? So people don't pay anything because they see Tony Robbins on Facebook, on Twitter. He does speaking engagements, he does expert interviews, he goes on shows, he does ads, he does radio shows, and all of those things. Those are things that he does for free. Well, maybe he pays for it, right, to be on those platforms, but you don't pay anything to him. You just find out about it. That's his lead magnet. That's what we in marketing, we call that the top of funnel. And in the top of funnel, we talk about things that people are not maybe aware of. We talk to a target audience that their level of awareness is they're not even problem aware. They're symptoms aware, so they're suffering from the symptoms, but they don't know what the problem is. For example, they might feel anxious, they might feel overwhelmed or burnout. They don't know that the problem is because they're not allocating a lot of time of self-love. They're not establishing healthy boundaries. That is the problem. So we need to make sure there what he's doing is talking about, make people aware of the problem, kind of just engaging more with the audience so that they invite them in. Okay, so as you can see, that's the lead magnet, that's the first step, and it's 0 cost to you. Now, at the end of those talks, at the end of that Facebook Live, at the end of that speaking engagement, at the end of that interview, the radio, TV interview, he then presents you with what we call a tripwire. And this is basically like a low ticket offer, something small. In marketing, we call it a tripwire because it's so small that you trip over it. You almost trip over it. It's like this little thing, right? And here, that's where you can see that he then sells you one of his courses, one of his, audio courses, one of his info products, one of his books, right? It ranges between $15 to $300, right? Depending on what he's working on that month or that season, he's going to promote that on those shows that he does. So what does that mean for you? I'm not saying that you have to now go out there and start writing writing a book or doing a whole courses for your low ticket offer. If you already have a book, that is an amazing lead magnet. It's an amazing, not only lead magnet, but the tripwire. That one small investment that someone can make that leads you to the core offer. Now, big caveat here. Make sure if you do that, make sure that your core offer, actually, it's something that actually is able to then, your book is actually leading to your core offer. So for example, if your book is about, I don't know, how to be healthier in the summer, and then your core offer is about finding purpose, I mean, there's a disconnect there, right? So if you already have a book, make sure that your core offer is actually a nice segment or a next level of the book that you have. Now, how do you create this? Now, you can create your small tripwire and your lead magnet at once. For example, on the last one, I talked about his lead magnet. Your lead magnet can be something that I've talked about in different videos. I'm going to link the link below of the video that I talk about the 3 different most important, most amazing lead magnets that you can create in your coaching business. One of them, for example, is a webinar. So basically, you're not Tony Robbins, right? You don't want to recreate the wheel and you want to add so much things into it. What you can do, you combine the two, the lead magnet and the tripwire, right? Meaning that you have a free thing or a really low ticket one. I love things that are like $7, a $7, even if you create a workshop, like a workshop talking about a specific pain point that people have, and people only have to pay like $7 to be part of it, fantastic. If it's free, even better, because you have more people coming in, it can continue to nurture them and present them with the product and with the offer that you have. I really highly recommend you, after watching this video and having an understanding of all of the funnel, that you watch my other video that I created on the 3 top lead magnets that you can create as a coach, because it will make so much clear for you. So as you can see, first we have the lead magnets, then we have the tripwire, then of course on the tripwire, at the end of that course or the end of that book or the end of the thing that he created as a tripwire, he then talks about the unleash the power within, the next level. So basically in marketing we call this the ascension model. So people ascend into from free to now one small thing, one little thing, and you kind of open up new doors for them as they complete new levels. It's kind of like a game almost. And as you can see, is a funnel. So not everyone that watches his YouTube videos or everyone that watches any of the interview is going to actually buy his Unleash the Power Within, right? It's a funnel. You're going to lose people along the way. That's how you funnel them in. Because if you had started with the core offer, if you have started with come to my Unleash the Power Within conference, you would have less conversions, because not a lot of people would have an understanding how that conference, how that experience will really help them in their lives. So now the last one that he has is the profit multiplier. So I call this the premium offer. So every single person should have a premium offer, because you're always going to find those premium buyers. For example, let's say that you have a course, or let's say that you have a group coaching program and that's your core offer. Fantastic. You should always have a one-on-one option with you, and it should be your highest one. Let's say, for example, that your group coaching program is $2,000 for people to join the group coaching program. Fantastic. Then working one-on-one with you is $10,000. You want to make that big discrepancy, because it also justifies the group coaching. For example, they can say, oh, I don't like group coaching, I want to have one-on-one time with you. Go, okay, that's awesome. That's $10,000, right? Because you're always going to find at least 1% of the market that you're serving that is willing to pay that money to go one-on-one with you or to have more access to you. So this profit multiplier that he has, you can see it's between $66,000 to $90,000. And it's something that some people that go to Unleash the Power Within conference, they ascend into, right? That's his higher level one. And now maybe he has even $1 million offers and everything like that. So in your case, what does that mean? Always make sure that you have a premium offer, something that people can really have the ultimate level of access to you and support and accountability as well when they work one-on-one with you. Now you must be asking, but Sally, I already have my core offer is already a one-on-one with me. What do I do in that situation? So in that, you actually just add more, you do what we like to call an offer stacking. So not only they get more help from you, but for example, they get you in Voxer or WhatsApp, like one-on-one or 24-hour support, or they get discounts as well for events they're going to do later, or they get, never do a lifetime, but like a 1-year access to different trainings and different things that you do. So think about in this one, you have to be really creative of, if you're already doing one-on-one, it's your main thing, then what is that other premium thing that they don't have access to you on your one-on-ones? For example, they might not have access to you on your phone. They might not have 24-hour supports, in between meetings. So your premium one will be more of that.